Welcome back to Lost Legacies.
A Hidden City Book Company production.
I'm Sam.
I'm Matt.
I almost said I was you again. Crazy. Well, everybody, welcome back. Welcome to another fantastic episode. Hope you're having a lovely day. We're having a heck of a day over here. And we got a heck of a movie to talk about. But Matt, before we do that, you got anything to share? Anything? What happened? How's it going? How's your week?
Not bad. Our recording schedule's so out of whack right now.
Yeah, it's
I feel
wild.
like it's been a while since we recorded. Um, there's I feel like movie news. They dropped since the last episode.
Hmm.
Uh, we got a new Black Panther.
Yeah. David
What's his,
Johnson.
is that how you say it? Johnson?
Yeah.
Oh, David Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Our boy David Johnson, who was probably the best part of Alien Romulus.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Although Kaylee Spiney is pretty good too. Who would she play?
What, in a Marvel?
Yeah, I could see like a Kitty Pryde.
I could see that. I think that'd be good for her.
Hmm.
But I'd definitely say one of like the X-Men for sure. You know,
Mhm.
they have a couple of the younger kids, you know, between like the different iterations. Yeah.
That's true. I'm also curious, like what the ages are going to be here.
Mm.
So as of today, as of recording this, there's some news going around right now.
Hmm.
Deadline reported that Samara Weaving is in talks for Emma Frost.
Hmm.
So she hasn't been cast, but she's in talks. I'm like, she has the look, you know?
Yeah.
And I think Emma Frost is like older than most of them. You know, she's like
Yeah.
probably like Cyclops' age. So it's like that first run of X-Men.
Yeah.
Like she's like that same age. So I'm kind of interested to see where that age range falls. Like, are we going to get an origin movie? You know,
Could be interesting, you know. I mean, it all depends on how Doomsday and Secret War play out, you know.
yeah. And then there's also I don't know how to say her name, but the girl from Obsession, she's in talks for a role.
Oh, yeah.
Uh they say word on the street says it's Mystique, but they haven't confirmed.
Hmm. That's
I know Hunter
interesting.
Schafer was also in talks for Mystique, so I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
know. Um Man, you and I are too old to play X-Men, I guess. We're older than Superman, so
Are we older than Superman?
I think he's your age actually.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I guess I'll play who's older characters in comics? Alfred. I'll be Alfred.
You're not old enough to play Alfred though.
I'll be Bibbo. Remember Bibbo from Superman?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, it's Superman. I'm your biggest fan. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like it. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Like you could I don't know. You need to start playing some villains, you know?
That's the roles I'm trying to avoid. One character that I've always enjoyed who I wouldn't mind playing would be uh who I think is still could be in the running if they ever decide to do Nova. I think Nova's pretty cool, especially
Oh.
when you consider that like a lot of the comics these days are about his son.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah, you could do an older Nova in the MCU.
That would be cool, yeah.
Older meaning late 30s, early 40s.
Early 40s, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. You know.
That would be fun, you know? I feel like that's him and kind of like Adam Strange. They have that kind of like that Jack Kirby like classic sci-fi vibe, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So yeah. So yeah, and then we also what else did they confirm? Oh, Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider.
Yeah. Ryan Gosling is Ghost Rider.
I was like, that's
Um,
cool. That's
that's
right.
cool, you know.
What's his name?
Uh
Johnny Blaze? Yeah,
yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I was kind of hoping that we would get the younger Ghost Rider, but it's like, well,
Robbie Reyes.
yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Honestly, I mean, who knows how long these actors are going to play these characters, you know? So we
Yeah.
could still get Robbie Reyes in a couple of years, you know?
I mean, yeah, I mean, but
We'll see.
he already showed up in Agents of Shield. You know, I don't understand.
Marvel forgot about that show.
I don't understand why. I don't get what their what their beef is. You know, with
Yeah.
their own. It's like their own department. Like it's your own property. Like
And it was
you
good. And
know,
here's the thing, like I
yeah, it was
understand
good.
them wanting to like erase Inhumans from everything, like the show
Yeah,
Inhumans.
yeah,
I
yeah.
get that. Um, but there's such a love out there for Agents of Shield.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, guys, your fans are already here.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know what to tell you. Like
Yeah.
seems like easy money, you know? Like I don't know. And then they can't give us Blade either, so I don't know.
Yeah, that was confirmed. So we got two confirmed cancel. Oh, I guess more. I didn't read it, but
Hmm.
apparently I think it's so Wonder Man was canceled, even though a
Damn.
couple of months ago they confirmed that season two was a go.
Hmm.
Um, and there are the Emmy nominations, you know.
Hmm.
But yeah, apparently it's a no-go anymore. It's dead in the water. Um, and I guess we've now got official confirmation for cancellation of both Blade and Armor Wars as well.
Wow.
The War Machine movie or TV show, whichever one it was supposed to be. Um, yeah, I'm like, okay, cool. That's great, guys. You know,
Yeah. Cancel
uh,
all the shows with the black guys.
yeah, yeah, you know, and you know, just for what? For a
Yeah.
new Sean Levy movie with, you
Yeah.
know, I'm like, I don't.
I I I honestly feel like I think they're rebooting or kind of rebooting, just refreshing everything from scratch. Like phase four was supposed to be like an experimentation phase, and it was, you know. But I
Mhm,
think I joked that they canceled all the stuff with the black characters. I think in reality they were going to cancel whatever was there. Doesn't matter what it was,
mm,
unless it was like a huge success. Um, just because I think they're trying to go into the next phase with like a clean slate and just have everyone start off fresh with whatever happens after these next two Avengers movies, which
mm.
sucks.
Yeah,
Especially
really
consider
does.
like Armor Wars was supposed to be a show, and then they scrapped that and said they're going to do a movie, and
Hmm.
then they scrapped that, and it's just like, but honestly, as disappointing as it is, I'm also okay with it because like I didn't have high hopes for them anyway. It sucks
Mm.
something like Wonder Man, which was already successful and already had its fans, you
Yeah.
know? And of course everyone wants Blade, but like we already saw all the crap that went on with that production. I don't want those guys making Blade, you know?
With
I
what
want
with what production?
with
The
Blade.
the original one?
No, the one that you just canceled. I saw all the crap that has gone on now. Do
Oh,
we honestly want them to make a Blade? No. Give me a new team, you know?
yeah. Yeah. I mean like I mean that's the thing, you know, like I don't know I don't know where the Blade idea came from, you
Hmm.
know? I think if you if you read like the right reports and stuff, I think it exclusively came from Mahershala Ali. Like
Hmm.
he met with Feige and was like, "Hey, I want to do Blade. Like
Yeah.
I'm willing to do whatever it takes to do a Blade."
No.
And you know, unfortunately, what we have to remember is that like this is a business
Hmm.
and you know, there is some kind of plan that is involved, you know, and I think I remember reading somewhere along the way that like Feige had like kind of stepped away for like these last two phases to focus on other stuff, and
Hmm.
that's kind of why there wasn't as much cohesion, you know. So I think that like I don't think a Blade project was ever in the books at all. You know, they
They,
just announced it, you know, at that Comic-Con years ago to say that like, hey, like we're building to it. We don't have anything really,
Sinners bought
but
the
we
costumes.
but we have.
Like it was in production,
I
you
mean,
know?
yeah, but
So which well with Marvel, I was gonna say that means they had the script, but with Marvel, I honestly don't know.
yeah,
Uh
yeah,
so yeah, like so it was definitely in production, but like I don't know what that looks like because Marvel's very much um and people have been saying about this about the new Avengers movies. They're kind of a mess.
yeah,
Like they're reshooting and they're redoing a bunch of stuff, and it's like it's the Mission Impossible thing. Like they're just gonna film all the action stuff and then come up with the story later. And it's like,
yeah,
oh God.
yeah.
Speaking of which, speaking of Marvel,
Mm-hmm.
I just saw a headline which I 100% agree with.
Uh-oh.
Spider-Man Brand New Day, that's what it's called, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is the Marvel fatigue antidote. And I
Mm.
couldn't agree more. I skipped out of work this morning and I went to go see it,
Matt, shh.
and I had a blast. I'm always kind of like hesitant because I don't want to like overhype something and get everyone's hopes all up and stuff. But like
Sure.
this is personally my favorite Spider-Man movie out of all of them. So
Wow. Okay.
now keep in mind, I've also I don't know, I feel like I've been open about it. Like I feel like I've grown out of the Sam Raimi ones. Like a lot
Sure.
of the reasons I love those movies in the past are reasons why I don't like them anymore. It's
Mm.
kind of a little too cartoony to me. Like,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
That,
Um,
and that's fair.
yeah, but and also the main thing is Tobey Maguire. Like he's really killed it for me, you
Yeah.
know. Just knowing
Yeah,
about
no, I
him
get
in
that.
real life and stuff, and and also it's kind of like this is what we used to think nerds were, you know? And then
Hmm.
you get Andrew Garfield come in and it's like, well, how do we make it more real? Oh, we're gonna make him emo and cool, which is fine. I really preferred Andrew Garfield, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, but Tom Holland, dude, his Peter Parker just feels like a guy. And like that's the coolest part about Spider-Man. He's just a dude,
Hmm.
you know? And I think this is probably like the first film in the Spider-Man MCUs that feels like the Spider-Man we have in the comics, you know?
Mm.
The
Yeah.
first trilogy was all about him growing up. That was kind of like the conceit. So, you can't fault them for that.
Hmm.
But it always
Hmm.
felt like they were being shackled by being in the MCU because they have to have other Marvel characters show up.
Yeah.
He has to have some sort of mentor and all this stuff. And like all of that stuff is in this new movie, but it feels different. It feels like a Spider-Man movie. And um, when you see it, and honestly, I want Dad to see it too, so then we can do like a full episode review on it in a little,
Ooh.
probably a couple weeks or something.
Yeah.
But uh, all I want, I want to say, a couple weeks or a couple months ago, we were on Fortnite with Mickey,
Hmm.
and we were talking about the trailer, and
Hmm.
Mickey said something that I was like, "What the hell's he talking about?" He said, "Yeah, the trailer looks good. It looks like it's actually being directed by someone." And I'm like, "What does that mean?" And
Yeah.
now, after having seen it, I totally get it. Like
Yeah.
it looks and feels different than the other Spidey films, and it looks and feels different than all the other MCU films, and
Hmm.
yeah, everyone, I recommend you go check out Spider-Man Brand New Day before you have it spoiled. There's a lot of cool stuff in this movie. Um,
Yeah, I'm gonna go see it in about 2 days at this
mm,
recording time. So,
mhm,
and I've been doing good. I stayed off the internet for the most part of the day. I had a lot of stuff to do,
yeah,
so that helped.
yeah,
But yeah, yeah. I've been doing like a light kind of movie marathon. Getting ready for the
mm,
new Spider-Man movie. Only doing like the Tom Holland movies.
mhm,
Um, and yeah, like that is my biggest critique of those movies. I think some of the scripting in all like across all three is a little wonky,
mhm,
especially that last one, No Way Home. That one
mm,
that one felt rough. because
Hmm.
yeah, it was. I feel like it was kind of doing a lot, and it didn't really know where its head was at until you get to like a certain point, maybe about halfway into the movie, and then you're like,
Yeah.
kind of like once Doctor Strange gets taken out of the picture, you're like, oh,
Right.
now this is a movie. Now this is a story
Yeah,
that has
exactly.
stakes and stuff. Um and yeah, I totally agree with Mickey that like all three of those movies like it sucks because like I don't want to call out, a director or anything, but like there's no visual style to the movie. It looks like, oh yeah, put the camera here, cool. Put the camera here,
Yeah.
cool. Like it's a very like, all right, let's go. Let's pick it up. Let's go. Like that's it. Whereas this guy, Daniel Destin Cretton,
Hmm.
he did short term 12.
Hmm.
Um he directed a couple episodes for Wonder Man, and he did Shang-Chi. And Shang-Chi
Oh,
is like
really?
one of the
Wow.
most like of the Marvel movies, it's one of the ones that has like really good cinematography.
Yeah,
Like yeah, sure, like a lot of it's green screen and there's big CG monster at the end, but like that's the MCU. Like
that's all of them. Yeah,
that's
but
all of
Shang-Chi
them.
really stands out.
Yeah, yeah. It has that like wuxia energy,
Mhm.
that you're just like, oh yeah, like this feels kind of classic. Like this is Marvel's
Yeah,
spin on that kind of genre. So
yeah.
yeah, as soon as he was announced, I was like, oh, well then cool. The fights are gonna be great.
So he was supposed to do what's the Avengers movie that we didn't get? Kang, right? Conquest Dynasty.
Oh, was he gonna do?
Yeah, because he talked about losing
Oh,
it and then saying like it kind of works out in the end because he really had a blast on this one. And I hope they
okay.
bring him back for another because I feel like he really nails the style.
I mean, yeah,
Um,
I have a I was gonna do a write up, and I still am, but I wanted to do a write up for my Substack about uh the directors I hope get an Avengers movies one day. Uh
mm,
and like some of it is just funny, it's like yeah, there's no
yeah.
way that this would happen, but honestly, my like part of that short list would be Chloe Zhao, Ryan Coogler, and Daniel Destin Cretton, because
Mm,
it's like you already have these three great
hmm.
directors who've already done stuff for your franchise, you
Yeah,
know? And like, sure, maybe Eternals didn't do so well, but like that movie was still like, I, I, I I'll always go to bat for
yeah,
Eternals. I think everybody else is wrong.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, like it's kind of crazy that like I don't know. I would have preferred they do the like these next Avengers movies than getting the Russos back, you know?
yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
No,
But
because I mean,
we'll
I
see.
like the stuff that the Russos did with this franchise, but it feels like we've moved past that, you know?
Yeah, for
Especially
sure.
after watching something like Spider-Man, it feels like just almost tonally different. Like, okay, we've grown up with Spidey, now we're here, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, so it's gonna be weird. It almost feels like a backtrack. Like, we're getting Ronald, Ronald Downey Jr., who famously known for playing Iron Man. We're
Oh
getting
yeah.
RDJ back, Chris Evans, is coming back. The Russos. It just feels like, to me anyway, it doesn't feel like this big exciting thing. It feels like we're taking a step back.
Yeah.
Like
No, I agree. I
we know
agree.
this is going to bring in the big bucks, so it's like,
Hmm.
oh, all right. So yeah, so I'm nervous, but this gave me hope. I'm glad that I didn't know this was the Shang-Chi director, because I'm like, this is so odd because most of the time they get newer directors who don't have a lot of clout or success, so they can kind of control what happens, you
Yeah,
know?
definitely.
So just the fact that this movie got made, I would love to know the behind the scenes of, because like it doesn't feel like the other MCU movies. There's
Mm.
enough that connects it, but it feels like its own thing. And I'm like, holy crap, I'm enjoying a superhero movie again. It's like, yes, they made
Yeah.
it human and about the characters first, like.
Hmm.
And when we do our review, I'll do a whole deep dive of why I think this movie was a success and
Mm,
why it's my personal favorite Spider-Man movie.
okay.
So,
All right. Well, I'm
um,
excited.
yeah, so I think ever go check it out. And then I thought there was something else I was going to say, but I've honestly forgot. Yeah. Speaking of superhero movies.
Speaking of superhero movies, speaking of wild cinematography, and character first, uh, let's freaking get into it, man.
Oh,
This movie was insane. It's been a while since we've had kind of an insane movie.
yeah.
Um, we're talking about 2012's uh Eega, but it's also spelled like Icha in certain like translations, where
Hmm.
basically it means fly.
Hmm.
And this is from director S.S. Rajamouli, who on this channel is very much beloved because he did RRR,
Yeah.
which is one of
Yeah.
the greatest movies of all time.
Yes,
Um,
for sure.
yeah, yeah, and dare I say, I think RRR has some competition because I think this is one of the greatest movies of all time. Um, but before we get into that, Matt, what did you think? Tell me what you thought about it.
Man. Um, so the last 24 hours, I watched what could be one of my favorite superhero movies of all time. And
And
I
then
also
Spider-Man,
watched,
right?
then I also watched Eega.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh man, here
I'll
we
say
go.
this. I am glad I watched it because it certainly was an experience. Uh, uh, the first 30 minutes, dude, of this movie, like I
Rough.
wanted I wanted to shoot myself.
I
I
felt
like
bad.
it was in the middle of the night and I was like, Sam's probably asleep, but I really want to text him like, bro, what the hell are we watching? Um, but then once they kill off the main guy, thank God, it starts getting a little bit better. Uh, but honestly, man, like I didn't really start enjoying it until about like the hour mark.
Yeah.
And once because even like once he gets turned into the fly, it turns into like almost an animated movie at that point, you know? And I was like, man, I would have loved to see like the Studio Ghibli version of this, something
I,
magical.
I was thinking that, or even just like Pixar wouldn't do it, but like Disney,
I
like
I thought I
Disney
was
would
like, I
do
kind of
it.
wish this was a Pixar movie,
Yeah.
especially that first like montage you get of when he's like learning how to fly. And I'm
Hmm.
like, dude, especially also because the animation was so bad.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Yeah,
It
it's
looks
pretty
like a
bad.
PC game from the 90s. Um, but oh, and also I guess they didn't have the camera and or lens to do the extreme close-up shots on tiny objects because
Hmm.
all of that was CG and it
Oh
was
yeah.
bad CG. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So if it's fun, I'm willing to excuse it, you know. So like when they do the bad CG in the action sequences, I don't care because the action in this movie was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, honestly, dude, this could have been an hour movie, and I would have probably enjoyed it. So, but yeah, the second half I dug. I thought it was good. Um, the first half I couldn't.
Yeah.
It's no
Yeah.
wailing, but man. Um,
Yeah.
so I guess okay. So a couple days ago, I had dinner with my friend Esteban from college,
Hmm.
and I think it's an acting instructor, acting teacher he had, who he was telling me, he's like, yeah, this guy said, go watch as many movies as you can, go to all the film festivals, watch everything. He's like, but really pay attention to the ones that don't work,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
try to
Yeah.
learn why these movies don't work. And I was telling him about the podcast, and I'm like, yeah, man, we had a couple movies where I kind of felt bad afterwards. I kind of felt like I was just like tearing him a new one. And
Hmm.
I didn't like that, even though if I did enjoy the movie, like I just feel like who am I to be like tearing this apart?
Sure. Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I do need to like work on being more like constructive criticism.
Yeah.
So we'll start with the stuff that I didn't like.
Okay.
Um, And this is interesting because first it's like the CGI. I was like, okay, this is bad.
Hmm.
Not much you can do there. That's what they had. You
Yeah.
know, uh, I don't know if this is a cultural thing
Okay.
or what, but the quote unquote main guy who becomes the fly,
Hmm.
so annoying. I'm like, oh my God. And just like,
I
and
don't,
it's
I
a
think they have annoying guys like in every culture. Like, I think that's, you know.
well, no, I know, but that's a good point.
I
No,
know, I know plenty of guys who are
no, but I
annoying.
mean, like that certain trope of having like this guy, who's constantly his like jaws on the floor for this girl and constantly
Oh,
nagging.
sure. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
we have that character everywhere, but still, I don't think we would have made this movie back in 2012, especially not today, not with that character.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Um, and it's not, I'm not just being woke, guys. I just found the guy insufferable and annoying. Uh, it wasn't until like that the song and dance they do where
Hmm.
like it's not that he grew on me, but you see how Bindi, was that her name?
Yes.
How
Yes.
she's attracted to him and like they started to mesh and gel. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, I guess that's cute. So, but
Hmm.
then all of a sudden we're supposed to take him serious when he's like, if you mess with Bindi, I'll kill you. I'm like,
It
what the hell's going
was
on?
it was
Like,
such a tonal shift from the rest of the movie that
yeah,
yeah, like it was so strange. Like up until that point, this was kind of just like a romantic comedy almost, you know? It's like, okay,
right,
yeah, like I get it. And then, the bad guy,
yeah,
pins him down and, takes off his shoe so he can feel the life leave his body
dude, I thought that
with
was
his
cool.
own foot. I'm like,
Yeah,
that's gross and I love it.
I love it. Yeah,
Yeah, crazy, crazy. Yeah, but why
but
it's like getting a rom-com and then, oh, by the way, we're this is also the start of the new Crow movie,
right,
so
yeah,
like right in the
and
middle of it. And you're like,
and
that's
that
crazy.
guy, the bad guy, to that first 30 minutes, like he felt like he was in the right movie. I was like, okay, this is they're setting him up to be the bad guy. I get it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Again, very tropey. What's his
Hmm.
motivation? He just wants to sleep with this cute girl.
Oh,
And
yeah.
and when he can't, he's gonna kill the guy who she loves. I'm just like,
Hmm.
that's all we got. I'm like, okay, that's not the end of the world because I think the villain might have been one of the best parts of this movie.
Oh, for sure.
Um, but for that main guy, I'm just like, am I supposed to care that he's dying? Like, I don't really care. Like, it's just
Mm.
it's cheesy. It's if you look at when you compare this to RRR, that has some really over the top, cheesy, sappy romance. But it's cool because we like that guy.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a dork. He's a super badass, like killing machine, but he has no clue what to do when it comes to white girls,
Hmm.
which
Yeah,
which you and me both, pal.
yeah. Don't we
Uh,
all?
yeah, but yeah, like it works because like he's a good guy, and we know who
Hmm.
he is, and he's a hero. This other guy's just like I don't know, just some perv, I guess. I don't know, looking at her through her window. I'm like,
Yeah, it's strange because it's like he's looking at her through a window. He apparently just follows her around everywhere she goes.
mm-hmm,
Also he like follows her while she's being like driven off by Sundeep.
yeah,
She's in his car and he's just pulling up on his motorcycle, like making sure she can see him in the rear view.
yeah.
Um yeah, and in some way, I think we could all agree that, like, yeah, this is like stalker behavior. This is obsession behavior. Um,
Yeah.
at the same time, though, uh, I had a hard time with Bindi because I'm just like,
Mm.
okay, I get it. You actually do like this guy, but you're just gonna lead him on for
She's playing hard to
whatever.
get.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay, that's fine. Uh, which is why I kind of didn't buy like once she found out he died and she was so heartbroken. Like I kind of
Hmm.
didn't buy it, but I think the thing is that like with movies like this, they work on they work on like theater rules where it's
Mm-hmm.
like this, like you can still be subtle, but we also have to play certain emotions as big as possible.
I think
So
the giveaway is that like it's still technically a musical, you know?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, but also because that is like a cultural thing, you know. Uh,
Sure. But the concept of doing a musical, you can't do a musical that's not theatrical, you
oh,
know?
for
So
sure,
so
yeah,
there's
yeah.
like a higher level of theatrics that your movie needs, you know,
Hmm.
that American cinema don't really.
We kind of,
I don't know if it would work in American cinema because I think of the scene in RRR where they're lashing the dude, you know, and
hmm
he's given that heart-wrenching song he's singing, and I'm like,
hmm
dude, this is okay, this is crazy. Like that was so good. Um,
hmm
Completely different movie than this one, but it's like we we can buy that in that movie because
hmm
that's the genre, you know, and it doesn't take you out of it or anything like that. And
yeah.
again, like nothing from the musical aspect, none of that. I mean, I actually kind of preferred that. I preferred the guy singing over
Oh,
talking,
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah. But that's kind of what I was getting to. Before we get into the musical aspect, we have to play up our emotions kind of
Yeah.
like bigger than possible. I think it was just sort of a weird uh like it was a weird it's weird because like that first chunk of the movie before the song,
Hmm.
you know, does play it like kind of seriously. You know, we haven't
Yeah.
really seen anything too outlandish except for like Sundeep shooting all the, you know, shooting all the blinds like super crazy.
Hmm.
And then this guy, Nani, making a giant spotlight out of a satellite dish, a flashlight, and foil. You
Yeah.
know, like those are the two things like that just are like, oh, okay, like that's crazy. But as far as the character goes, it's like, okay, we don't have a lot of time with these characters to set up their whole stuff. So it's like we have to play certain emotions bigger. You know, we have to do which it is kind of interesting because it's like we do spend like 20 or 30 minutes with
I was
like
gonna say
just these people, you
he
know,
doesn't
as
die until
people.
like 30 minutes in. I'm like,
Yeah.
where's the fly? Come on. But I was gonna say, like, I think again, as part of the genre, and that genre is just so infused with the culture, um, you gotta play one of the extremes, you
Yeah.
know? So like if you're
Especially
badass, you're badass. I mean, just watch any
yeah.
trailer for any of these action movies. I just sent you that one, Toxic. You
Oh,
know, it's so over the
jeez.
top, quote
Mm-hmm.
unquote badass. It's just dumb, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I enjoyed watching it, you know. But and then on the other side, like if you're gonna be goofy, you gotta be super goofy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I won't even mention it, but like, I mean, I mentioned it, but I don't even want to talk about it. But the whole subplot with the robber, and then he shows back up at the end. Again,
Yeah.
this movie could have been an hour and it would have killed it. I would have loved it.
Yeah.
But there's all
Yeah.
these other stuff. But it's like, so it's like you have to be, it's like performing on stage. You got to reach that back row. You know, they need to hear you, they need to see a performance.
For
That's
sure.
kind of what I get from like this genre almost.
Mm-hmm.
But I was actually surprised that they spent so much time with the character with the characters, and I'm like, I guess we're focusing on character first. Like, I don't like it though.
I mean, yeah, like, but honestly, it makes sense because uh Nani's only in it for that first 30 minutes and then he's
Sure.
dead, you
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
know? And then the rest of the movie, he's a fly. And
I'll
we're
tell you
not
this right now. It doesn't work. Make the fly faster. So, but I get what they're doing.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but I think my main issue with that beginning and with Donnie is my main issue with Bindi for that first half of the movie is like these characters are so dumb that they don't have any situational awareness. You know,
Hmm.
I hate the trope of like Nani's like the horny bard, you know.
Mm,
All he can think about is sex. Maybe it's love. I don't know.
yeah.
Um,
I think this is love, you know?
sure, but it's done in that very.
It's done in a
animated,
little like raunchy kind of way,
tongue
you
out,
know.
mouth on the floor way. And I'm just like, it doesn't seem sincere, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, but and then Bindi on the other hand, she's very much I hate the trope as well of like, oh yeah, she's good, innocent, smart, woman, but she's completely oblivious to the guys hitting on her or the clearly evil guy, trying to hook up with her. It's just like
Sure.
there's a
Yeah.
certain level of just like obliviousness. I think that's the nice way to say it. You
Yeah.
know, the
Yeah.
plot works. She has to be this way for the plot to work, and I'm just like,
Hmm.
So the second half of the movie, though, I did enjoy a lot, which
Hmm.
kind of really pisses me off. I was like, oh, okay, so you could write characters. You do know how to write a fun movie. Because Bindi in the second half, dude, she's studying how to kill humans. She's on a
Hmm.
website that says the art of killing a man or something. I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
dude, where was this? This is what I would have done. A Studio Ghibli-esque film where
Oh
she's the
no.
protagonist.
Uh-huh.
She's the protagonist, and we see it from
Hmm.
her perspective. We see how she ends up discovering the fly is this guy she used to like.
Hmm.
That would have been rad.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah.
But alas, that's not the film we got, and I'm stuck with this.
Yeah, you could always
So
fast forward.
that's pretty much the stuff I didn't like. It's really the characterizations. A lot of the humor just didn't land.
Hmm.
Some of the physical humor was kind of funny. I like the way they move. I like the way some of even I was noticing like the background actors kind of move. It's just
Hmm.
this very kind of almost slapstick style of
Hmm.
movement. So I enjoyed that, but unfortunately, that was such a big portion of the movie. Really, really hampered my
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
Um, but like the second half, I was down, man. Even as cheesy as it got, I was down.
Hmm.
Um, I love the villain because he was very one note, but like they put that man through hell,
Oh yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Um, I love the action sequences. I love that whole like middle chunk where uh the fly's trying to kill him and Bindi's trying like helping him
Hmm.
and the guy's going crazy. I'm like, dude, this should have happened like 20 minutes into the movie because this is your film, you know? Um and you never feel bad for the guy because he's a really bad guy, but
Yeah.
like I get it that when like he has that long night and he just can't go to sleep. I'm like, dude, been there, you
Yeah.
know? So, yeah. Dude, when he's stuck in the box and he's very slowly moving towards that random like spike that's like in the restroom, like, oh my
Yeah.
God, dude. Like so dumb, it's funny. Um,
Um, yeah. And yeah, he is one note, but honestly, I'm like, yeah,
it
you deserve
works.
it. You killed this guy, you know?
Yeah. It
So,
fits like the ridiculousness of the movie,
yeah.
you know? Yeah.
So I first saw this trailer years ago,
Hmm.
and then completely forgot about it,
Hmm.
um, until I was looking through movies to put on our list, and then I was like, oh, it's that movie. Yeah, I want to put that on.
Hmm.
Um, so from my recollection, the the trailer was um, like I thought it was more of like a home invasion. Like
Mm.
I put it if I remembering the sequence, it was like, okay, it's Nani and Bindi, they're in love, but then Nani dies, and then he gets resurrected as a fly. And I
Hmm.
thought it was like, oh, uh, like Bindi is with Sundeep now, or
Hmm.
something. Where it was like, no, Sundeep is like going into the house and he's gonna like kill her or do something.
Hmm.
And then the fly is like bouncing around and doing all this stuff. Because I think that was just the bulk of the trailer. The trailer was just the fly in the house doing all this stuff.
Mm.
So imagine my surprise when the movie starts and I'm watching this whole thing play out. I'm like, oh, that's what we're getting into. Okay. So they're not even married. Okay. Oh, so they're Oh, oh, so he just wants to kill this guy. As a yeah, okay, that makes sense. Truly, like once Nani turned into the fly, I was full in. I was like, oh,
Hmm.
this is great. Like I love it. Like, yeah, the effects are janky,
Hmm.
but I like what they do with it. And
Hmm.
I think that's what I appreciate when you still commit, even though you know that it kind of doesn't look good. You can still
Yeah.
commit and you're doing it in a way where it's like, oh, okay, like yeah, he gets stuck in a little bubble that a kid blows. And I'm like, but it still feels magical in a way. You know,
Hmm.
it
Hmm.
like yeah, it's like it looks bad, but if you can get past it, then I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, this is like no, this is rad.
Hmm.
Like I think that's the thing. If you can buy into it, then I'm in.
Yeah.
Or if you can make me buy into it, then I'm in. Where I was fully bought in was when the car crash happened.
I think it's the best part of the whole movie, dude.
When the car crash happened and Sundeep's car is covered in dirt, he's got debris and glass on his face, and then in the dirt, Nani moves the dirt around, and then the light from the headlights are shining into the car, and they shine the words, "I will kill you" across Sundeep's face.
Hmm.
And then it cut to the intermission. I'm like,
Yeah, and
this
it
is
does
a
that.
five-star movie.
It
I don't
does like
care that the other half was bad. Like this is
the
five stars.
the light shines and then the fly does almost like the Spider-Man pose. It's a light
Hmm.
behind him. I'm like, oh my God.
I was like,
I
this
was
is
like, I
incredible.
was like,
This is
that's
amazing.
pretty cool. But like he also does the you have like the Fast and Furious shot, which goes through the entire engine of the
Oh,
car, and
yeah.
it's the fly. I was like, dude, that's cool. Um, this it really is a superhero movie. Like it has all the beats and all the tropes,
Hmm.
and like it does it well. It really works.
Hmm.
And Marvel wouldn't dream of doing something like this.
Absolutely not.
So as many issues as I had with this movie, I didn't have the superhero fatigue at all with this because this was just so fun. Uh, but a lot of this movie, I'm like, dude, this fly is so overpowered. like, kind of what I was saying about like it was too long. There's so many of like just the repeat scenes of just like, okay, he's still flying around bugging the guy. I'm like, okay,
Yeah, it
uh,
did kind of grade like in like after the montage, I
yeah,
think would have been a perfect time to like start
you can only
ramping
do
it
that
up,
so much. Yeah.
Yeah, especially because like, you have you have Bindi helping him out, building him little tiny glasses,
Hmm.
building him little tiny claws for his little hands.
Hmm.
And then he's going in there, like scratching the guy up. The glasses apparently also protect his whole body from being sprayed with Raid.
Well, it looked like he had a little mask too
Oh, is
between
that what it
the
was?
goggles. Yeah, I was like,
Oh, that okay,
oh,
okay. Then
because
that
his
then
little
that makes
antennas
sense.
were like in there. I was
Yeah.
like,
But
nice.
still, his whole body still got covered with Raid, but whatever.
Yeah,
Uh but yeah, like and the Fly gets a musical number. That's the whole montage. It's a musical number
yeah.
of I'm a fly. My eyes are alight with the spirit of fire. I've come to turn your home into hell's court. That's the chorus for the
Yeah.
song. And I'm
Yeah.
like, this is amazing. Yeah, we should be showing this to everybody.
Yeah.
Film school students,
Um,
take note. Don't watch the Odyssey. You don't need to watch the
right.
Odyssey. You need to watch a real fucking movie. All
Yeah.
right.
Oh man. Yeah, dude, there's a lot of little clever things about it. I love how they essentially fly proof the house. It's like, okay, how's he gonna get in and all this
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Um, I love the way they set up the cannon. They spent so much time trying to get the cannon to work, and
Mm-hmm.
then they even get him to like stuff it and pack it. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, okay. I was like, "Okay." They randomly play the Toy Story song for some reason in that
Yeah.
sequence. I'm like, what?
Crazy.
Yeah. So I guess I didn't mention this either. About a year ago, I watched that one movie, Buddy, about the teddy bear,
Oh yeah.
about the
I think
guy's
we briefly
girlfriend
talked about it.
is
Yeah.
reincarnated into a teddy bear.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really enjoying it. And then the second half, just I was really not. It was the same issues I have here about like just
Mm,
kind of playing into those same tropes. As soon as there's a new female lead show up, the teddy bear turns into like the jealous lover character now, and I'm like,
mm,
oh, like it just loses. So it's kind of like the uh um just culturally things we feel like or we would hope we've moved past. These movies haven't. Keep in mind these movies are also like 15 years old at least.
oh yeah,
So
yeah.
but yeah, so things like that. But the stuff this movie did do well, it did well. It did the cheesy stuff well.
Mm-hmm.
um yeah, like you trim the fat and you just streamline it, make it a solid 90-minute movie. You got a solid movie,
Mm-hmm.
because the cool stuff was really cool. We
Yeah.
don't need to see the fly attack him, 20 times, especially when you have like the sequence with the birds when that witch guy like
Yeah.
possesses the birds. I was like, dude, this is so rad. Like
Yeah.
these creepy little witch birds hunting this fly. I'm like, dude,
Mm-hmm.
this is cool. And
Mm-hmm.
he thinks he wins because like he traps them in his own bulletproof house. I'm like, dude,
Mm-hmm.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, just there's so many cool elements. That whole final fight scene where they're
Mm-hmm.
just shooting up the whole house, and I'm like, dude, this is so cool. And
Yeah.
like the way they articulate with the little fly and the way he moves,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
just the whole final sequence of where he sacrifices. I can't even say it. Where he sacrifices himself. I'm like, oh my God, dude.
He like watching him actively choose to light himself on fire, flies off of the table, and he's gonna go into the cannon barrel. And then the way the way the CG works is where the fire is consuming his entire body. So it's working it's like cartoon physics where it's like it's from back to front. So his
Yeah.
whole body's gone, and then as it's consuming his face, fire perfectly covers his eyes to make it look like eyelids.
Hmm.
Like he's shutting his eyes and accepting his fate. It's like for you, Bindi. And then he goes into the cannon
Yeah.
and ignites it and shoots Sundeep through the heart. I was like,
Hmm.
6 stars. This is a six
Well,
star
while
movie.
also blowing up the house.
Yeah, and then
Uh,
blowing up the
uh,
house. Yeah.
dude, and then like, we mentioned the montage earlier, but we didn't mention in the montage, we actually see him working out.
Oh yeah. That's how he gets so strong. You
Yeah.
know?
And I'm like,
That's why
he's
he's
like,
overpowered. He works out.
I was like, dude, this fly's crazy. But I love that scene where he picks up the needle, and it goes through the foot. I'm like, oh,
Hmm.
dude, this is really cool. Um,
They really put like the villain through like a Home Alone's worth amount of like torture and pain, you know?
this whole movie,
Like
right,
it's
was like just Home
crazy.
Alone against this one guy.
Yeah.
I love that scene where he walks into the boardroom and he has the helmet on. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, like scenes like that, we didn't need it. Uh, we did it. It could have been
Well,
shorter, but like it also helps because like we see him like beating up the investors, and so like this guy's life is just like getting torn apart. I'm like,
I think that's the thing where it's like you trim the fat, but I think it like that's the scene that I really wanted to see. You know, that
yeah,
like, oh,
yeah,
he is like he's not like yes, he's losing his mind, but also like he is the only one that sees this fly, you know, so
yeah.
he is gonna like actively ruin this meeting, you know,
Hmm.
and then the scene right after where he's like trying to get into the safe and then ends up burning all the money.
Hmm.
I'm like, no, like those work. It just does come
Yeah,
at the cost of like, oh, we already had a lot of other scenes like this. You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
we
yeah.
really didn't need all that much, you
Hmm.
know, after the intermission and then like the montage, you
Right.
know. But but yeah, like I still loved it, you
Yeah.
know. This is crazy.
Well, maybe there'll be a sequel one day because he comes back at the end somehow.
Hmm.
So I'm like,
It's love,
all
man.
right, I guess. But now, like, I don't know.
He's like a
He
he's
has
a
like an arm.
superfly.
He's a super fly. He has
He's
like
a
it looks like
superfly.
armor almost. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know how that happens, but okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would have done it from Bindi's perspective. That's just me. Because even at that scene at the end, I'm like, another guy is harassing her, and I'm like, okay, this is the moment where she fights back. She hits the dude with the helmet or whatever. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, cool. Yeah, no. The fly comes
No.
back. I was
The fly
like,
comes back.
all
Fully
right.
wielding, a
A
knitting needle
needle,
or
yeah.
sewing needle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so yeah. I enjoyed it. I'm glad I watched it once. Um, there were some good memories were had.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay. All right.
and I'll also say kind of similar to Ready or Not. A lot of my problems with this movie, I feel like you could already see how they were improved upon, or the director learned their lesson with their next stuff. Because like RRR is like a perfect movie for me, you know?
Mm. Yeah.
Like I don't know how the guy who directed this directed RRR. I don't know what was in between there, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh my God, like talk about growth from a filmmaker, you know?
Yeah. Like I know he's a very like storied filmmaker, So like
Yeah.
he's got a lot of really big movies that have, kind of like ventured out and entered the
Yeah.
international, scene. So it's like, okay, like, and then of course RRR just exploded in a way that I don't think anybody predicted.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, like for me, it's like these are the humble beginnings.
Hmm.
Most first time directors, or I don't even know if this was like a first director thing.
Hmm.
Um, I probably should have looked at that beforehand, but I think that like you get a lot of directors who like, oh yeah, like they have to cut their teeth somewhere, you know. Like
Hmm.
after they make their first feature, then maybe they get maybe like a studio thing, and so like I don't know how far along in his career he was at this point, and I don't know if this was like a studio venture or something like that. I don't know how the film industry works
Hmm.
there. But on the whole, yeah, I agree with you that like it's just an early thing it's just an early project from an up and coming filmmaker, who definitely did get
Sure.
a lot better, learn to utilize, the CG where it was, and uh maybe like direct like actors better, yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, I still I still enjoyed the heck out of it. I was having a ball, to be honest. Once the car crash happened, I was like, no, I'm fully bought in.
Yeah.
Um and yeah, like I have the same problems you do, but I think maybe it helped that I didn't watch this late at night, and
Mm.
that I did wait until kind of almost until we needed to record.
Mm. Hmm.
Because yeah, I'm in the middle of the day. I'm like, this is a perfect middle of the day movie. Um, you throw this on like a Sunday afternoon, I'll watch it. Hell yeah, I will. Um, will I go pay, the $15 to go watch it on a Friday, the marquee opening? I don't think so. Um, but yeah, that
Yeah.
isn't to say that I didn't have a blast. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Nice.
hell
Well,
yeah.
I'm glad you had fun.
Thank you. Hey man, I didn't
Um,
I didn't have fun with uh one battle after another. So this is me having
oh, that's
fun
true.
now,
That's true.
And
There you
especially
go.
coming after Dark City, I was like, I really love Dark City, but I wanted something that was a little more, just poppy, have a little more
Yeah.
zest, you
Yeah.
know. Um and I got what I paid for.
You got it, dude. Well, speaking of Poppy and or Zest,
Uh-huh.
I don't know how much of that is on my list right now.
Uh-oh.
We'll see. Why don't you roll that D20? Let's see what we're watching next week.
Okay, that's a 13.
Oh, okay. This is a classic that I have not yet watched,
Okay.
but everyone talks about it. We're going back to the year 1995, and
Good year.
watching Richard Linklater's beloved Before Sunrise.
Oh, oh,
Never
oh,
seen it. I know it's the first in a
oh.
trilogy, so I'm like, all right, let's do it.
Let's go.
I'm not also really familiar with a lot of Richard Linklater. And I know he's big. You know, he works out of Austin a lot. So
Yeah, yeah,
um, this is
yeah.
kind of my first steps, I guess, into his filmography. I got to see what else he did.
Sure. I mean, like the biggest thing that we've seen from him is School of Rock. Um,
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And then I don't know if you've seen like Dazed and Confused or anything. Uh,
Oh, that's right. I
yeah.
did, but I was like in high school when I watched it.
Ah, yeah,
So,
yeah. So
um,
yeah. I've like
yeah.
it's kind of weird that like I've seen a couple of his stuff, but I don't think it's it outside of I think like Before Sunrise. I don't think it's any of the ones that are like, oh yeah, that's what he's known for, you know. Um, but yeah, yeah, great
Mhm.
movie, great pick. Hell yeah,
Nice.
I'm about
Well,
it.
I'm glad you picked it. So,
Glad it's on your
uh,
list.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Everyone, thank you for joining us. Let us know what you thought of Eega. Hit us up at lostlegaciespodcast@gmail.com. Also, let us know what you thought about the new Spider-Man movie.
Mm-hmm.
If you send
Mm-hmm.
us a message, we'll read it right
Mm-hmm.
here on the pod.
On the pod.
You know where you can find us. Yeah, so next week we were watching Before Sunrise. Join us then. Until next time, get lost.
Get lost.